With your buddies Angler and Stalker, you're hacking the Thales Corporation mainframe. But the tripwire is going to kick you out of the system in less than a minute. Not enough time for you to hack the ICE and download the evidence. If you only had a few more minutes, you could make it. But you have a trick up your sleeve. You acquired a custom exploit on the dark web and rolled it into a script. Running the script gives your buddies some extra time they need to hack the ICE. This mission will be a success. Welcome to this video about Attack Vector, where I will explain how scripts work for hackers. For more information about Attack Vector, check out the links in the description. Scripts introduce a new mechanic to Attack Vector. They're a one-time boost that hackers can use to help hack a site. So hackers that have access to scripts have a new tab here, Scripts, and if you open it, you get a small explanation of what they are. Scripts exploit security flaws. Those flaws will be patched automatically by the security system after use, so all scripts can only be used once. The flaws are also patched daily at 6 o'clock in the morning, so scripts can only be used on the day they are created. On the right we can see the scripts that Paradox currently owns. He only has one script and it has already been used. So he could delete it just to reduce the clutter. If you ever want to know what a script does, you can hover over the effects and here it will show you what the script does. A script can have more than one effect, so that's why they're numbered here. Paradox also has access to 2 copies of SiteStats every day. So SiteStats is a script that will show the number of nodes, cores, tripwires, and for each type of ICE the number and highest strength of it. So it gives you some information about the site you're trying to hack. It shows that those are still available, so if we click Retrieve Scripts, we see that those are now in possession and they're available. So this means that Paradox can load them to be able to use them in a hacking run. So you see this script costs 3 RAM. Paradox has 6 RAM available in total. And if we go here, we can load this script. It goes rather quickly, so now it's loaded, and now Paradox only has 3 more free RAM left. The idea is that if you use a script, the RAM will be freed up slowly, so you cannot quickly use all your scripts in one run. So let's see how we can use this script. So if we go home, and we have a new site to hack. Now we just are outside of a site as normal. But you can see here there's a new icon here, and if I click it, it expands to show all the scripts I have. By default it only shows the loaded scripts, but it can also show all my other scripts. Let's just focus on the loaded scripts for now. I want to run this SiteStats script, so I can click here and I will copy the code to my clipboard. I can use the run command, copy the code, and now it will execute the script. And it will give me some information. So apparently this is a rather small site with 8 nodes, but it has a lot of ICE, but they're not very weak, except for this Tangle ICE. So if I'm hacking this site, it will give me some information about what is to be expected. And if I now open the scripts tab again, I see that my script is no longer loaded because it's now used. I can also see that half of my memory is now refreshing. And you can see here the amount of time it takes to refresh one block of memory. So when you use a script, the memory is blocked, and then slowly over time it will get unblocked to be used again. This is configured to refresh rather quickly, but depending on the Larp you're playing, it could take 10 minutes or an hour. It really depends on how the game masters want to design this. There's one more thing to show. So there's also, if you go back to the script page, this input field where you can download the script from an external source. So maybe in your game there is a dealer who is selling illegal scripts. You have to somehow convince them to sell you this script, and when they do, they give you a code. You can paste that code here and then you can download it, and now you see we have the IcePick downloaded. So the IcePick new script, we can start using it, and its effect that it can automatically hack one layer of Sanrashana ice, network ice. So this is a very powerful script. The script also has some unknown effects. So maybe the dealer wasn't very trustworthy, or maybe they were, you just don't know, you'll have to figure it out, you'll have to see what happens when you run this script. But you are sure that this effect will indeed happen, so there's no surprises there. This is also how you can exchange scripts between hackers. So suppose I wanted to give this script sitesdots to a buddy of mine, I could click here, and now I'm offering this script for download. So if I also give them this code, they can enter it here, and now they get the script and I lose it. And if I should want to change my mind, I just click here, and now it cannot no longer be downloaded. And if your Larp allows it, this can even be used to exchange scripts while in a run. So suppose that I'm in a run together with my buddy Angler. So here we are, and they've offered a script for download to me. Let's see, those are my scripts. And I can now type /download script. And I enter the code. And now here they've given me an extra mask script to use. I need to load it into memory, but then together we have more power to hack this site. Alright, that's everything I wanted to tell you about using scripts as a hacker. There's much more to say about managing scripts as game masters, but I'll do that in a separate video. Bye bye!